Have you ever thought about what you'd do if a heart attack struck and you were completely alone? It's a terrifying thought, and sadly, it happens more often than most people realize. Many assume they'll have time or that someone will be there to help. But the truth is, those first few minutes are critical. What you do or don't do can change everything. The good news? Even if you live alone or spend most of your time by yourself, you can survive a heart attack if you act quickly and know what steps to take. In this video, we're going to walk you through 7 essential things you must do the moment a heart attack starts, and you're the only one there. These steps are simple, practical, and potentially life-saving. You don't need medical training or special tools, just the right mindset and preparation. We'll guide you step by step, how to recognize the warning signs, what to take immediately, how to reduce strain on your heart, and even small actions that could buy you enough time to get life-saving help. Stick with us through the end, because the last few steps are often forgotten, but could be what save your life. Don't wait until it's too late. Learn the signs your body might already be sending. Let's begin. Number 1. Spotting the first warning signs. The most critical first step is recognizing what a heart attack really feels like. Not just in your chest, but throughout your body. Most people expect the dramatic, crushing chest pain seen in movies, but real heart attacks often begin with quieter, more subtle signals. And if you miss those, it may be too late to act. Look for a heavy, tight, or squeezing feeling in the center of your chest. It might feel like something heavy is pressing down on you, or like a balloon of pressure slowly filling your chest. It may come and go, which makes it easy to dismiss. But if it lasts more than a few minutes or returns repeatedly, take it seriously. Other signs include shortness of breath, even if you're resting, pain radiating to your arm, jaw, neck, or shoulder, dizziness, cold sweat, nausea, or lightheadedness. And especially for women or older adults, the pain may show up as back discomfort or pressure in the stomach, not always the chest. Take Clarence, 76, for example. He was sipping coffee when he noticed tightness in his upper chest, almost like bad indigestion. Then he realized his breath felt shallow and his palms were damp. He remembered reading that some heart attacks don't begin with pain, so he didn't wait. That quick decision likely saved him. Your body usually whispers before it screams. When it comes to heart attacks, those quiet early symptoms may be your only window to act. If something feels off, especially a mix of chest pressure, breathlessness, or strange fatigue, don't downplay it. Your life could depend on how seriously you take those signs. Number 2. Dial 911 without delay. Once you suspect a heart attack, your next move must be immediate. Call 911. Don't wait to see if the symptoms fade. Don't try to drive yourself. And don't hesitate, even if you're unsure. Calling emergency services is the fastest way to get real help. You can't walk off a heart attack. Every second counts. The longer your heart muscle is starved of oxygen, the more permanent the damage. The paramedics aren't just drivers. They bring critical gear, medicine, and life-saving support. If your condition worsens suddenly, as often happens, they're equipped to respond on the spot. Driving yourself? A huge risk. You could lose consciousness, crash, or delay care. Let trained professionals come to you. Let's look at Teresa, 80. She felt an ache radiating from her shoulder, followed by nausea and dizziness. Her first thought was to call her daughter. But then she remembered a health seminar where the nurse said, if you're alone and it might be your heart, call 911 first, always. She followed that advice. By the time medics arrived, her condition had worsened, but they were ready. That call likely saved her. You don't have to be certain it's a heart attack. Dispatchers won't be upset if it turns out to be something else. They'd rather respond unnecessarily than arrive too late. Keep your phone nearby, especially if you live alone. Learn how to activate emergency calls quickly. Most phones have a shortcut, even from a locked screen. Make sure you know how to use it. If you're still watching and finding these tips helpful, drop a number 2 in the comments to let me know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on notifications so you never miss a new videos. Your support helps us keep sharing helpful content. Let's move forward. Number 3, slowly chew an aspirin. After you've called for help, the next powerful step is simple. Chew an aspirin. Not swallow, chew it slowly, even if you're scared. If you have access to a 325 milligram regular aspirin and you're not allergic or on certain blood thinners, this action could greatly improve your chances of survival. Aspirin thins the blood. It slows or stops a blood clot that may be blocking a coronary artery, the main cause of heart attacks. Chewing gets the medicine into your system faster than swallowing, possibly restoring partial blood flow before medics even arrive. Yes, aspirin can irritate an empty stomach, but in this case, that's not the biggest concern. Avoid coated or delayed release types if possible, but chew it regardless if it's all you have. Let's talk about Harold, 71. One morning, he noticed pressure in his chest and neck. He remembered he had aspirin in his desk. He chewed one, sat down, and waited for EMS. Later, the cardiologist said that one pill likely reduced heart damage and gave him a better recovery. That simple step, the doctor said, made a big difference. If you're alone often, keep aspirin in places you can reach quickly. Nightstands, kitchen drawers, or even a travel pack in your wallet. Make sure it's not expired, and let family know where to find it too. This may seem like a small thing, but medical professionals across the world recommend it for good reason. Chewing aspirin in those first few minutes isn't just a good idea. It could be the reason you're around to tell the story. Number 4. Sit or lie down and stay still. After calling 911 and taking aspirin, your next move is to stop moving. Sit or lie down, whichever feels safest, and let your body rest. This isn't the time to tidy up, unlock doors, or get things ready. Every bit of exertion puts added stress on your heart, which is already struggling. Here's what to do. Sit upright with back supported, feet flat, and arms resting. If you feel faint, lie on your side with your head slightly elevated. Don't tough it out. That mindset might have worked before, but now it's dangerous. People often feel awkward doing nothing after calling for help. But trust me, sitting still is doing something. It gives your heart a break, slows your breathing, and reduces oxygen demand. Consider Doris, 83. She felt pain radiating across her chest. Her instinct was to clear the table and get herself together. But she remembered her doctor's words. If you think it's your heart, sit down. Everything else can wait. She dropped into her recliner and waited. That stillness likely helped her avoid a full cardiac event. If symptoms hit, chest pressure, breathlessness, dizziness, don't keep pushing through. Sit or move slowly to a safe place and stay still. Breathe slowly. Let your body focus on one job: survival. And here's a small detail with big impact. If you're on a chair with no armrests, avoid slumping forward. Keep your back supported and airways open. The more relaxed and upright you are, the easier it is for your heart to do its job. If you're still with us and found this tip helpful, comment number 4 below. And be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss what's next. Your support truly helps us create more content that informs and empowers. Let's continue. Number 5. Unlocking your door for emergency responders. If you still have enough strength after calling for help and settling down, one of the most helpful things you can do is unlock your front door. It may seem like a small step, but in an emergency, even seconds matter, and a locked door can delay treatment when time is everything. Paramedics are trained to break in if needed, of course, but forced entry adds time, causes damage, might even startle or injure you if you're close to the entry point. Unlocking the door in advance lets them walk right in and begin care immediately. That simple act could save several minutes. minutes that your heart might not have. If you live alone, especially in an apartment or gated community, think through the logistics before a crisis ever happens. Is your door easy to open from the inside? Do you have a visible address? Is there a spare key someone close by can access? These are things that don't seem urgent until they suddenly are. Consider George, 76, who lives in a small condo. When his symptoms began, he called 911, chewed an aspirin, and unlocked his door, all in under 2 minutes. The paramedics said that single action helped them reach him 30 seconds faster and saved them from having to break in. He later said, "That's the last thing I would have thought of, but it might have been what got me help just in time." If walking to the door feels too risky, don't do it. Sit down and focus on your breathing. But if you're close to the door and feel steady enough to reach it safely, go ahead and unlock it. You might also consider a smart lock with remote access, a medical lockbox for your key, especially if you live alone or have mobility challenges. It's a small act of preparation, but it sends a message to the people coming to save you. You're ready. You've done your part. Now it's their turn to do the rest. Number 6. Using your phone's speaker or medical ID features. If you're waiting alone during a heart attack, your phone becomes more than just a communication tool. It becomes your lifeline. And one of the smartest ways to use it in that moment is by switching to speakerphone. This allows you to talk to emergency responders hands-free. Focus on breathing and staying calm without needing to grip your phone tightly. Let the dispatcher hear you clearly if you suddenly become too weak to talk. Using speakerphone not only reduces physical strain, but also allows the dispatcher to listen for signs of your condition in the background, your breathing, your movements, even your tone. Beyond that, every smartphone now has something just as critical: your emergency medical ID. On an iPhone, it's accessible even from the lock screen. On Android phones, there's often a similar feature. It holds vital information like your age, allergies, medications, medical conditions. If you're unconscious when paramedics arrive, this data can save time and guide decisions about your care. Take Diane, 79. She passed out just moments before help arrived, but because her phone had her medical ID set up, the paramedics knew immediately that she was diabetic and allergic to penicillin. That saved them from giving her something that could have made things worse. And they were able to call her daughter using the emergency contact listed right in the phone. Setting up this information takes less than 5 minutes, and it lasts forever. Include your name, birth date, any major conditions, medications you take, allergies, 1 or 2 emergency contacts. It's not just for tech-savvy folks. It's for anyone who might one day need help when they can't speak for themselves. So if you ever feel those first signs of a heart attack coming on, use your speakerphone. Stay connected. Trust the person on the other end. Their calm voice, steady instructions, and constant presence can make the waiting less terrifying. And if something happens before help arrives, your phone might still speak for you when you no longer can. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 7, slowing your breath to steady your heart. In the middle of a heart attack, it's easy to feel like panic is taking over. Your chest feels tight, your thoughts race, and every second seems louder than the last. But there's one final tool you still have: your breath. And if you use it well, it can calm your nervous system just enough to give your heart a better chance at holding steady. Controlled breathing isn't about curing the heart attack. It's about keeping your body from spinning into full-blown shock while help is on the way. The more anxious you become, the faster your heart may beat. But slowing your breath can gently pull that rhythm back down. You don't need a special technique. Just try this. Breathe in slowly through your nose for about 4 seconds. Hold it for a moment. Exhale gently through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat. Focus on that one small rhythm. It gives your body something steady to anchor to, and it can help prevent your heart from going into dangerous arrhythmias triggered by stress. Consider what happened to Harold, 83. When the pain hit, he felt like he was drowning in fear. But he remembered a simple breathing exercise his doctor had taught him during a checkup. He focused on each breath, kept himself still, and let go of the panic. By the time the paramedics arrived, his heart was still unstable, but not in full arrest. "I just kept thinking, stay calm, stay alive," he later said. You can practice this breathing anytime, when you're resting, when you're feeling anxious, even when you're watching TV. The more familiar it feels, the more instinctively your body will return to it when the stakes are high. Your breath won't fix your arteries, but it can buy you time. It can keep oxygen flowing and help your heart hold on. And sometimes, in those final moments before help arrives, that's the only edge you need. Stay still. Stay alive. Surviving a heart attack alone isn't about luck. It's about knowing what to do and acting fast. These 7 steps could save your life, even when no one else is around. Which tip stood out most to you? Share it in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.